In our fast-paced world, it is often hard to comprehend the essence of true stillness. We live in a constant whirlwind of thoughts, emotions, and distractions. Our minds race from one thought to another as we juggle daily obligations, and the notion of finding peace seems like a distant dream. In this narrative, we look towards an extraordinary figure in history who embodies this ideal, Gautam Buddha. Buddha's approach to life was not merely one of detachment, but of profound awareness and inner peace. His ability to sleep in a single position throughout the night symbolizes this deep connection with consciousness. This practice is not merely showmanship, it reflects a broader philosophy that transcends physical boundaries, tapping into the realm of spiritual wisdom. In this first section, we will explore the concept of stillness and what it means to truly rest. Drawing from the beautiful teachings of the Buddha, the nature of stillness, imagine, if you will, the tranquil surface of a lake at dawn, the water. It is calm and reflective, a mirror to the world above, unobscured by ripples or movement. In this image, we see the essence of what it means to be still, both physically and mentally. Buddha exemplifies this stillness, having mastered the art of remaining undisturbed, not just in the corporeal sense, but at a level that goes beyond the physical. In his lifetime, Buddha taught that rest is not purely an act of lying down, but it involves embracing a state of consciousness that acknowledges the present moment. His disciple Ananda was perplexed by this ability. Ananda's curiosity drove him to wake Buddha from his slumber to inquire about his unwavering posture at night. In your own life, think about the moments when you lie down to rest. How often does your mind race with thoughts? Are you physically present in bed, but mentally caught up in the day's worries? For many, rest becomes a battleground, where the conscious mind struggles against an onslaught of stressors and distractions. **** Buddha's response: mastery over the mind. ***. Upon being questioned by Ananda, Buddha replied with simplicity yet great depth, "I have found the right posture now. There's no need to change it." This profound statement signals the wisdom that lies in understanding not just the body, but also the mind. He enlightened Amanda by sharing that while the body may be asleep, his consciousness remains aware. The body rests while the true essence of self observes. This idea leads us to contemplate the frequent distractions of daily life. Are we wholly present in our actions, or remnants of our thoughts lead us to a state of unrest? To lead a spiritually motivated life, one must first recognize the importance of being still, not only in body but in mind as well. This stillness is not only a foundation for better sleep, but also a doorway to deeper understanding and connection. The toll of unrest in contrast to Buddha's serene perspective. Many individuals today experience an epidemic of unrest. The average person grapples with insomnia, restless thoughts, and anxiety, which seem to perpetuate a cycle of discontent. Imagine the toll this takes on one's health, relationships, and spiritual well-being. The teachings of Buddha shine a light on what it means to be constrained by an agitated mind, to toss and turn in bed, to be physically present, but mentally absent. This is a reflection of our current societal condition. Many wander through life as mere shadows of their potential selves, constantly battling internal turmoil when clarity and peace lie within their grasp. That as we delve into this narrative, it is essential to understand that the act of sleeping itself can transform into a meditative practice. By invoking the mindfulness Buddha exhibited, we cultivate the ability to silence the mental chatter. To align with our desires for peace, we must first turn our attention inward. A call to mindfulness. When we learn to regulate our mind, we begin a remarkable journey towards conscious living, starting with something as fundamental as sleep. The act of lying down should not merely signify the end of the day. It should become a sacred practice. Incorporating mindfulness into your nightly routine might entail practices such as deep breathing, visualizations, or simply embracing silence. Understanding and accepting the present enables a gateway to stillness, laying the foundation for a more fulfilling life. Buddha illustrated that once you find your perfect posture, both physically and mentally, you can transition into sleep without restlessness. It's an invitation to create a personal ritual that fosters serenity. Imagine lying down at night, the chaos of the day melting away. As you fully embrace the stillness, a time for the conscious mind to observe and restore the enlightened mind. Ultimately, this journey isn't simply about physical repose. It is about transcending the ordinary. The enlightened being, according to Buddha, retains an awareness that is always present. They do not suffocate under the weight of worry, nor do they allow fleeting thoughts to dominate their consciousness. Instead, They learn to navigate these distractions with grace and ease. As you reflect on your personal experiences of sleep and rest, ask yourself, what does it mean to remain awake within? In what ways can you cultivate a deeper sense of awareness throughout your daily life? Buddhist teachings are not confined to lofty ideals. They are tangible practices that, when embraced, can profoundly influence our connectivity to self and spirit. As we examine the duality of sleep and consciousness, let us find inspiration in Buddha's example. Allow this exploration into stillness to illuminate the path toward a more awakened existence. As we delve deeper into the teachings of Gautam Buddha, we arrive at a profound understanding of the distinction between the enlightened state of being and the ordinary experience of life that many individuals endure. This section will explore the intricate relationship between consciousness, awareness, and the quest for inner stillness. We will look closely at how these concepts apply not only during sleep but also in our waking lives, leading to personal transformation and spiritual growth. The dichotomy of consciousness. At the heart of Gautam Buddha's teaching is the idea of consciousness, specifically the dichotomy between the states of enlightened awareness and unconscious existence. When Ananda questioned Buddha about his ability to remain still during sleep, he highlighted a fundamental truth about human existence. While our bodies can be at rest, our minds often race chaotically. The notion here is striking and deeply significant. Buddha's assertion that he has found the right posture goes beyond mere physical alignment. It symbolizes a state of harmony between body and mind. The question we must ask ourselves is, what does it mean to be truly conscious? To explore this, let's break this concept down further. The practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is a cornerstone of spiritual motivation, a practice that invites us to cultivate an acute awareness of our thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations. In contrast to the wandering of the mind that causes many to toss and turn at night, mindfulness implores us to embrace our experiences fully. It places emphasis on being present, suggesting that much of our discomfort, whether it's during waking hours or in sleep, arises from neglecting the present moment. Consider the evenings in your routine. Before you slip into sleep, how often are you preoccupied with remembrances of the day or worries for tomorrow? This mental agitation disrupts your ability to unwind. Buddha's teachings reflect the importance of exercising mindfulness not only during the day's activities, but also during the transition into sleep. By developing this practice, we empower ourselves to hold space for both the body and mind, inviting stillness. Mindfulness techniques for restful sleep. There are several mindfulness techniques one can adopt to enhance the quality of sleep and cultivate a more profound sense of inner stillness. Breath awareness. Focus on your breath as it flows in and out of your body. Allow every inhalation to fill you with calmness, while every exhalation releases tension. This simple act centers your awareness and leads you closer to a tranquil state. Body scan meditation. As you lie still, visualize each part of your body, sequentially, starting from your toes to the crown of your head. With each scan, consciously relax the muscles. This practice not only connects you with your physical self, but also encourages the release of pent-up stress. Visual imagery. Picture a serene landscape, perhaps a tranquil beach or a peaceful forest glen. Envision yourself in this space, fully enveloped in its stillness. Gratitude. Reflection before sleep. Reflect on the events of your day and express gratitude for 3 moments, no matter how small. This practice fosters positive thoughts and can significantly ease the anxieties of daily life. Affirmations. Employ phrases such as "I am at peace" or "I surrender to the stillness of the night." Repeating these affirmations can ground your thoughts and invite calmness into your spirit. Awakening the inner observer. Returning to Buddha's response to Ananda, he emphasizes that while his body sleeps, my consciousness is always awake. Notion introduces us to the inner observer. This is the all-seeing part of ourselves that can witness thoughts without judgment. With practice, we can awaken this observer, transforming our relationship with both waking and sleeping moments. When we sleep, the unenlightened person sinks into unconsciousness, while the enlightened individual remains aware of their body and surroundings. This profound level of consciousness allows one to observe the arising and passing away of thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations without becoming entangled in them. The key is to understand that thoughts are not inherently problematic. It's our attachment to them that creates unrest. Recognizing and understanding thoughts, the inner observer discerns thoughts as they come and go, like leaves floating downstream. Instead of resisting or pushing them away, we can learn to simply acknowledge their existence. This process transforms the way we approach sleep. Build yourself lying in bed, where instead of battling intrusive thoughts, You recognize them as mere visitors, acknowledged yet not invited to stay. Over time, this practice can radically alter your experiences of both waking and restful states. The power of stillness. As we cultivate this awareness, we can tap into a much deeper source of stillness, one that lies within us. This stillness is not about silencing the mind. Rather, it is about harmonizing with it. Just as a well-tuned instrument resonates beautifully with its surroundings, a well-balanced mind exudes peace and clarity. Your journey towards embracing stillness might be challenging initially, but gradually, the ebb and flow of thoughts will become manageable. Recognizing that the mind is akin to a river, it will always flow, but through mindfulness, we develop a dock, a stable platform from which we can observe without being swept away. The influence of environment in our exploration of spiritual motivation. We must also acknowledge the environment's role in supporting our quests for stillness. The places we inhabit, our homes, workplaces, and even our sleep spaces, can either hinder or cultivate our spiritual journey. Create an environment conducive to peace. Consider noise levels, scents, and overall comfort. Soft lighting, calming hues, and nature sounds can provide a serene backdrop. Additionally, maintaining a tidy and decluttered space can reflect a grounded mindset. Promoting clarity in your thoughts. Cultivating inner calm during the day. Incorporating mindful practices during the day enhances your capacity to remain calm. While you sleep, aim to connect with nature, whether through short walks, gardening, or simply taking in the sound of the wind rustling through the leaves. Nature has a remarkable ability to ground us, reminding us of the beauty of the present moment. Consider setting aside specific times to practice meditation or reflection. The more you train your mind to focus on stillness during the day, the easier it becomes to access that stillness at night. As we draw on the profound teachings of Gautam Buddha and his ability to remain in a single posture throughout the night, we inevitably turn our attention to what this really signifies beyond physical stillness. This section will explore the practical applications of Buddha's wisdom in our daily lives, emphasizing personal growth, spiritual awakening, and how achieving inner stillness can transform us not only during sleep but throughout all waking moments. Embracing the journey of inner stillness. The quest for inner stillness isn't merely about mastering sleep positions or techniques to ensure we remain still at night. Instead, it is a conscious journey toward a more serene existence. Buddha's ability to maintain tranquility while sleeping was rooted deeply in his profound understanding of awareness and presence, and it is possible for each of us to pursue this inner quietude. Much like Ananda, who questioned Buddha with deep curiosity, we must allow ourselves to be inquisitive about our own routines, our reactive behaviors, and the essentially restless mind that prevents us from accessing stillness. Living in a world overflowing with distractions, noise, and relentless haste, we find ourselves tossed around like leaves in a storm, endlessly reacting rather than responding. To embrace the journey toward inner stillness, we must cultivate patience and understanding within ourselves. Recognizing the patterns of restlessness, understanding our restless nature is the first step towards transformation. Buddha signifies that the body's movements during sleep reflect a mind that is constantly engaged in turmoil. We often wake up tired, not because of physical exhaustion alone, but because of the mental gymnastics we are subjected to day in and day out. Take a moment to reflect upon your day-to-day life. When your head hits the pillow, what thoughts persistently invade your mind? Is it anxiety about the future? Regrets about the past? Recognizing and naming these thoughts is crucial. In doing so, you begin to understand the unique patterns of your restlessness. By acknowledging our unrest, we can follow the path of an enlightened mind. Buddha taught that stillness is born from acknowledging our thoughts and allowing them to exist without becoming entangled. This active engagement with our thought patterns removes the power these thoughts hold over our consciousness. The power of active awareness. In achieving this awareness, we open the door to a much deeper aspect of ourselves, the inner observer. By fostering our capacity to observe rather than react to our thoughts and emotions, we learn to define ourselves not by the chaos, but by the stillness that lies beneath. Meditation becomes a powerful ally in this pursuit. It is a pathway to quiet our restless minds and train our ability to maintain awareness, whether during our conscious hours or within our sleeping hours. Engaging in meditation builds the muscles of inner stillness. The practice encourages us to sit with our thoughts, creating a space between ourselves and our mental distractions. Through the lens of Buddha's teachings, The objective is not to eliminate thoughts, but to build a healthy relationship with them that aligns with our desire for peace. Rest is a ritual of rejuvenation, much like the sacred moments spent in meditation. Sleep can also transform into a ritual of rejuvenation, a sacred time when we commune with our deeper selves. By connecting with the wisdom of our inner consciousness, sleep can become an opportunity for renewal, reflection, and deep inner work. Rituals establish the foundations of our nights, shaping the quality of our sleep. Consider incorporating mindful evening rituals that signify to your mind it's time to wind down. This might include journaling about the day, engaging in reflective reading, or practicing gentle stretches. As these practices become routine, you signal to your body and mind that it is safe to relax and reconnect. Over time, this can lead to profound transformations in how you approach not only sleep, but your daily life. Transforming dreams into a Nista, realm of dreams is a fascinating space where our subconscious minds interact, often revealing insights into our waking life. However, what if we could carry our awareness into the dream world? The enlightened being acknowledges their dreams. They go beyond passive dreamers and become active participants capable of observing and learning from their dreaming experience. 2. Facilitate this. Practice setting intentions before sleep. These can serve as guiding questions for your subconscious. As you learn to embrace your dream life with awareness, you may uncover greater clarity about your inner self, desires, and tensions. Awareness during sleep doesn't mean being conscious of every single thought. Rather, it means stepping back into a place of stillness. The same stillness that allows an enlightened being to sleep like a corpse while their consciousness remains ever so present. Recognizing the interconnectedness of life as we strive for inner stillness, personal growth, and spiritual enlightenment emerge as natural byproducts. There is an intertwined journey between stillness, consciousness, and kindness towards others. As we cultivate calm within ourselves, we begin to experience compassion and understanding towards those around us. Buddha articulated those who find stillness awaken a sense of unity with others. This interconnected experience propels us into a realm of genuine human connection, where we become more attuned to the joys and struggles of fellow beings. Imagine living each day with a deeper understanding of others, free from the burdens of defensive reactions. Consider how, by fostering inner peace, you ultimately contribute to a more harmonious environment on a larger scale. Perseverance on the path. As we conclude our exploration through Buddha's teachings and personal transformation, remember that achieving stillness is not a destination but a journey. It requires commitment, compassion for oneself, and the ongoing practice of mindfulness. Embrace the inevitable ups and downs of this journey. Some nights you may find it easier to remain still, while other nights may be marked by restlessness. Each experience contributes to your growth, deepening your understanding of your mind and body. Take heart in the fact that you are engaged in the sacred pursuit of self-discovery. Each step towards this stillness is a step toward enlightenment, bridging the gap between the physical and spiritual realms. A call to embody Buddha's wisdom. Buddha's life serves as a profound lesson in the power of stillness. His teachings invite us to recognize the beauty that blossoms from a harmonious mind and body. As you move forward, embrace the wisdom of stillness as you find your own posture in this world, a posture that invites tranquility and awareness into every facet of your life. That as we strive for both conscious awareness during the day and restful, present sleep at night, we unlock our true potential. Remember, like the flame that burns brightly within, cultivating inner stillness is a transformative journey that no one can undertake on your behalf. It is your journey to own, your path to illuminate.